I'm Farid Sani, Chief Strategy Officer from Telekom Malaysia. Telekom Malaysia is the broadband champion of Malaysia. We are the primary fixed line provider for the country.
Excellent. And what made the public-private partnership model in Malaysia successful, and what lessons can others learn from it?
Okay. At the end of the day, it is about partnership. The model that we took in Malaysia is a more pragmatic approach compared to perhaps some other geographies, where we decided that for the development of the country, it is far better for the government and the telco providers to collaborate instead of to be in an antagonistic relationship. So on that basis then, we created a framework for common goals. The goals of the government became the goal of the operator, in this case ourselves, which is precisely what the citizens needed at that particular point in time, at that particular stage of development of the country. So as a result, the new network that we built was co-invested by the government together with us. So we had skin in the game. So it wasn't a free network from the government. We had to put 80% of the total cost into the network as well, together with the government. At the same time, it is built as an open platform, so other service providers could be on the network together with us to sell on the retail market space as well. So I think that is, in a nutshell, that was the approach that was taken. So not antagonistic, ignore the dogma, be pragmatic.
And was there any discomfort in the fact that this was a network that was going to be open to others to use, considering the fact that you have paid 80% of the cost for it? Is that a necessity?
There was discomfort amongst other operators in the initial years, of course. There was discomfort internally as well, because we weren't sure how it would play out. We did not want to be in a situation where other service operators use our network without adding value to the network and just drive prices down for the sake of driving prices down. We wanted a more productive approach to the market where any player that rides onto the network must add value to the network. And then that's fine, and that's where innovation comes in. Cream skimming, taking on the network and just driving prices down for the sake of it is not a productive way of doing things, because at the end of the day, the networks need to be maintained, needs to be upgraded over time, etc., etc. And likewise on our side, we had to shift our mindset where we had to shift our mindset because the customer is not necessarily just the end customer. Other service providers too are customers, and they deserve to be treated just like any other customer. They need to be treated well.
How did you safeguard those priorities? What was the safeguarding there? So you had these things you didn't want to happen, so how did you enact them? Sure.
Well, at the end of the day, it's all about fair pricing. If you can price fairly, and so that, it is neutral to us from our perspective, it is neutral for us whether we sell via retail or via wholesale. So that's the first safeguard. Second safeguard is, of course, a more important one, which is the legal framework and the contractual framework that we had with the government. We had to respect what we signed. The government, through the regulators, can audit us at any point in time, and there are penalties, of course, for non-compliance, etc., etc. So there are various mechanisms to make sure that we play and do our part. But the checks and balance mechanisms comes after. The primary point is it is far more productive if we have same goals at the start.